Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Yes.
Party people.
Yes.
Party people. What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, to the left of me is...
Wait a minute, hold up. First of all, you're supposed to start the show off right, B. I've been noticing that you've been doing that.
Because I've been jealous.
You've been messing me up on the last show,
I've
B.
been jealous.
So let me start it off the right
All
way,
right,
all
I've
right?
been jealous. I've been
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Russ and Stu show.
Uh-huh.
To the right of me, I got who?
DJ Big Stu.
Okay, cool, no problem. B.
Ow.
Word, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Party people.
And I want to welcome everybody to the show.
Yes, sir.
And who we got on the show, my man, Big Stu? What's going on,
we
man?
got
How
Austin
you doing, man?
Eldridge on the show today. You know,
right.
He's definitely doing the thing, a pop star that's rocking right now.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
They claiming that he's supposed to be like the next Justin Bieber. Or something like that. He's supposed to be the next Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
So he gonna be calling into the show.
Yeah, we got him calling in.
Okay.
We also got my man Keri D. Singleton in the building.
That's right, and that's the reason why you see me and Stu with these shirts on.
Exactly.
Today.
Dope shirts on today.
That's why, because we promoting.
That's
his
right.
Book, here go his book right here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so he gonna be in the building.
He also has a movie though, right? He has a movie too.
Also has a movie.
Yep, coming out.
He coming out.
You know what
He
I'm
also
saying?
gonna be celebrating 5 years in radio.
Yes.
And he's going to be having a big party here in Harlem, so he also going to stop by to talk about that.
Yes.
Me and Stu going to be talking about entertainment news.
We're going to talk about you know who.
You
Donald
know,
Trump.
You know, we're going to talk about Donald Trump.
We always talk about Donald Trump.
Yeah, we're going to also talk about your girl Cardi B having that baby.
And her album is kind of hot.
Yeah, her album is kind of hot.
Album's kind of hot.
It definitely is
Talk about
hot.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the brother.
Yeah, and we also going to be having like 2 more caller ins with the artists. I'll let you know as soon as they call in.
That's right.
But what's going on, Stu? What's going on with us? What's going on with you?
Well, we want to shout out.
everything?
We noticed our day is our first day going up on 92.9.
Okay, yeah.
Gotta shout that out.
First day starting up on
You know what I mean?
92.9.
Check us out on the FM dial.
On the FM dial now.
Especially,
92.
you know what I'm saying? You cruising up on the Cross Bronx, anything like that, throw me and Russell on the air right
Word
now.
up, B, on
Make
92.
sure you do that.
That's
Drive
right,
with
B.
us now.
That's right.
That feel good, right? Don't that feel good that they can drive listening to us now? No, I'm just playing. But
they do. Go on.
also, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the Virgin Islands, WVIE.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got to give some new shows out there. We get ready to get back on that.
Shout out to everybody in College
Miss
Underground
Renee.
Radio.
Definitely shout out to everybody there.
Word,
shout out to WHPR, 88 people out there that's listening to us. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
in
we
Detroit.
Detroit. So we definitely, man, shout out to everybody that showed Russ and Stu love. Definitely shout out to everybody that check us out on the Matrix Studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
www.thematrixstudios.com. Shout out to everybody there. So let's get it.
Let's get it in, dude. What you want to do?
We want to call the boy Austin up and see what's good kicking with him.
Yeah, let's call Austin
All right,
up, man. Word.
can we do that, D? Can
We
try
usually
to call
don't.
him?
We don't got our man Rashard on the ones and twos.
We got the
tonight.
main man
Yo,
in there. We
I
got
wanna
the
give
privilege
a
today.
big rest in peace to our man Oren, man. His father passed away.
Oh, well, you scared
right
me,
now.
man.
I'm sorry about
Bro,
that,
you
man.
threw me
Word
off.
up.
I was like, what? But rest in peace to his
our
father,
partner.
yeah.
You know, we always say, yo, Tommy this,
Yeah, yes,
Tommy
yes.
that. My man, Oren, D, do you by any chance to speak to him? Where we at in Jerusalem or something like that?
Yeah, he's over there.
Oh, wow.
I
Shout
said
out
the
to
word
Oren,
right?
man.
Jerusalem?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem? All right,
Big shout out to Oren, man. We give your family condolences, man. You know what I'm saying? The prayers go out to y'all. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now, we definitely going to talk about Donald Trump. You know, he looked like he's going down, but we're going to do that later because that's a lot of talking. Because it looked like it's going down.
Did you send him the videos?
Yeah,
Let's start off with Austin. Let's show Austin video, and then we can come right back with Austin.
Yes.
You don't have Austin video or nothing?
No,
like
we
that?
don't have that. But let's call Austin because I want to make sure Austin got some clean joints. He got to resend some joints.
Okay, cool. Because
You know what I'm saying? But we're going to call him. Hit
All
up
right.
Dominique. We're going to hit up Mr. Natty and tell him to send us some clean joints. Hit him up right there. You know what I'm saying? But let's call him up, and while we do that, let's get into. We got a song to get into, Russ. I got a dope song I want you to play. Lift that up right there. See, you know, Russell, my man Russell got like mad gadgets, yo. Russell got cameras over here, the film over there, a phone under here. He got gadgets everywhere. And I be trying to keep up with him.
This right here?
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, he got a joint called I'm Gucci Down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You
fucked up into this?
Who, me?
No.
Russell?
Yeah, where that's supposed to come through?
He was supposed to have sent that email over to you, but that's because he sent it to me. He said that when he sent it to you, he said he sent it to me. That's why I got it on my computer.
Nah. I always send stuff. We can we still trying to get together, but basically, you know what we want to do, Russ? Because today we a little off.
It's not a little off. You're a little off. We got these
beautiful shirts on.
Yeah, bring them up. But
that's what I'm saying.
Still send him that email.
He got that email with that. Let's get into my man Kerry D. Singleton, and we're gonna bring him up. Then we're gonna call Austin. All right. All right.
Okay,
and then
cool.
we're gonna.
What's Kerry D's song again?
It's not really a song. It's a video. He has a little video, that little short video. And you can come up, you know what I'm saying? You come up, sit up here, give him a chair, Russ. You want to pass the chair?
Yeah. Let him play that video. Soon he put that video
The video's
on.
like 30 seconds, so.
All right, cool. No problem.
Pass the chair.
And
we are getting it together here today, the Russ and Stu Show. Make sure y'all come June 29th to the Russ and Stu events. We got the comedy show at the Image Cinema.
And switch mics. Give him your mic.
Okay.
Right, there you go. Switch mics. Thank you very much. That's my man. Thank you very much.
We got everybody in the shot. Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show once again. This is the first time you're on the show, not working behind the scenes, because you was on the show before, but you was working hard behind the scenes. We also forgot to mention he's the manager of a great group. No Matters and Julia Robinson.
I try to stay busy with the people, man.
So let's keep it real.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, show the book, Russ.
Oh, these are not on, right?
I was hearing something a minute ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I was hearing something, but
I can live without it.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I'm just happy to be here, stirring up the pot with Russ and Stu. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank your buddy Norm Adams for connecting us.
Yeah.
I want to salute the two of you so very much for honoring Julie Robertson and Norm Adams.
Great artist, man.
In February.
Yeah.
That was just a wonderful thing, man. It's an honor to be honored by people like yourselves who's doing it. You know what I mean? Nice shirts, by the way.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. Thank you. I really do.
Fits
Makes me look like a slim guy.
Should we start with talk about the book?
The book. So I don't.
But first, Russ, before we get into that, I want him to let the people know how long he's been into the music entertainment and how he started and what was your first influence to even do what we do.
That's an age drop right there, brother. I think I got my first taste of the music business in 1991. I was a high school student up in Boston. And I was working for a very small radio station, an AM radio station. That was funny because it was sun up, sun down, meaning like in the wintertime when the light was only out a couple hours, the station was only up. And it was actually the station director, the radio station's, the program director was Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill, who is now at BET.
Yeah.
He was the station manager.
Wow.
Yeah, he was an interesting character.
That's
I can see why he's successful now, because he was a tyrant. But I started with the internship. I learned a lot. I was an intern for the music department, and then I got introduced to Kim Ferguson, who was the Northeast Regional Promotion Director for Arista Records. She brought Tony Braxton to the station and TLC. And while I was, hanging out with Tony and TLC, I was, I guess, smart enough to holler at her and say, I want to learn about the business. And long story short, I got my first gig at Arista Records doing street promotion for Boston. So, and I would hang out with Tony Braxton and TLC, and I promoted Biggie's first record and Craig, rest in peace, Craig Mack's first record.
Yeah.
And Usher's first record. And I just had a great experience. I would travel from Boston down to New York and get into the groove of things. It was a great experience, man. Hanging out with Maria Davis.
Yeah, Maria Davis.
Who put me on to a lot of
did a lot of shows.
Did a lot of shows back then, and I love Maria. shout out to Maria Davis. She used to. I'm a kid
Soul
from Boston.
Kitchen, right? Did she have the Soul Kitchen? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I would go to her talent gigs, and she would just let me in, and I just was blessed to in the early '90s, get a lot of opportunities here in New York City. So in 1996, I decided, you know what, Boston, see you later. I decided I want to move into the big leagues, and I moved down here working with Palm Tree Records. Shout out to Leroy Little and Van Gibbs, big in the reggae sector.
Yes.
And we promoted Shaggy's record and Little Vicious's record and Patra's record. And, all them records, Bougie Bonton, all them.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how I got my start, man.
Wow,
that's
man.
how I got my start.
So when you tell people you got a story, man, you really do got a story.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I noticed that, that you have a lot of support from your mom. Like, is she your manager?
No.
But your mom is great, man. I see.
I wish
you could see like through your whole career, she was there. That's how my mom's is. That's when I seen that. I seen like through your whole career, she's right there with you, step by step by step. And how is that to happen? Because some artists don't even bring their moms to the table and all that. How does that feel?
As I tell in the documentary, my mother was. Get a job, Keri. Get a real job. This is fun. This is nice. Get a real job. That's where my mother really was at the beginning and stages of the game. My dad, rest in peace, he was actually he was more of a fan of my musical aspirations. My son's going to be the next Russell Simmons, and my mom was like, "That's cute, but get a job." You know what I mean?
Pay the bills,
he was unfortunately murdered in 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, the day before Father's Day up in Boston.
Wow, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, and that was actually one of the catalysts that led me to want to leave Boston. I mean, I had always wanted to leave ever since I can remember Boston, for career purposes and just growth. For me, I mean, as a black man, wanting to be a successful black man, Boston just wasn't a city that cultivated black success, and I wanted to be out of there. But when my father was killed and there was kind of ripple effects after that, I was like, you know what, that was the push that ultimately got me out. My mother's support my mother's always been supportive of me, period. We're very close. That's my best friend. But as far as my career is concerned, I think it was in 2012 when I had a big industry event here in New York City for the first time, and Flo Anthony endorsed it in her column, Go With The Flow, and we had never met, but she endorsed the event. My mother came down. It was my 40th birthday party. All these people came out. DJ Silk, who's one of my best friends, and he's also Roxanne Shantae's tour DJ.
Yeah.
He DJ'd.
Shout out to Roxanne, too, on that movie. That's
the movie,
dope.
yes. Shout out I love her. She's like a big sister to me, man. She's good people. And, it was my 40th birthday party, and I remember asking, for her benefit, the audience, Julia Robertson was there. There was a host of people there. I said, New York City, how am I doing? And they applauded. And my mother took the mic, and she said, thank you.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So from then on, pretty much, she's been like, pretty much all the events that I have, she comes out, she comes down, she supports, yeah.
And that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You're blessed to have that. So you've seen the TLC movie, right? Now, you done hung with them and stuff like that. When you seen that movie, how did it make you feel? Like, would you felt it was authentic, or you felt they cheated them out of something?
Well, let me say something. As far as those biopics are concerned, I think that the best ones were the ones that were made while the artists were here and still alive and able to have input. So Toni Braxton was one of the executive producers for her project. New Edition oversaw their project. That was a dope joint. Yeah. And same with TLC, with the exception of Left Eye, of course, rest in peace. T-Boz and Chili were very, very instrumental in that particular project. So it wasn't like the Whitney movie or some other films that were made, and the persons were not around to have any input. As far as that film is concerned, I'll say this. One of the things that I learned from TLC, particularly Left Eye, when I worked on their first album and their second album, they always said, whatever you do in life, Keri, because at that point, my dream was to be a promotion director, period. But I was managing artists up in Boston. She said, always teach your artists to be humble. Their fans are their lifeblood system. They can make you or break you. In other words, when your clients are signing autographs or whatever, make sure that they make eye contact. She would really give me the secret to TLC's success in so far as their relationship with their fans. As you know, TLC and TLC's fans were inseparable.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
to this very day.
They're very loyal because TLC always, was very very,
to the point,
very.
they didn't even want a new artist, a new member in the group.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So as far as authenticity is concerned, bro, I think they told their story the way that they felt it should be told. And as far as, I'm also a huge Pebbles fan.
Yeah.
I mean, Pebbles is
and that's crazy because, it's got a big size on that one, right?
Well, not really. I mean, because, I used to love Pebbles. I got to meet her when her first album came out. I mean, I was a major wallpaper Pebbles all over my bedroom wall. I loved her. But I mean, the fact of the matter is the music business is a business. And I think that the girls suffered the same fate that Toni Braxton suffered and so many other artists, in that they signed contracts that were not beneficial to them. Contracts are never pro-artist. They're always pro-label. So, I mean, I feel it was an authentic story, but I feel that the girls just made a move based on impulse.
Yeah, like now, right? You see, since you've been in the game since the '90s, I can ask you something different. Like you see artists of what's out now.
Yeah,
the Tekashi 6ix9ines.
I don't even know who that is, bro.
The one with all the colors and
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Now you see all these now. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about from working in the game now? What you feel is different, especially on the road, like shows, because you see on YouTube shows be kind of crazy now.
A lot of people right now that are watching this show are laughing their faces off because they know I am not a fan of today's music at all. Period. So, I mean, I know Norm's probably watching. He's falling out in PA right now because that's the question that whenever. I mean, usually I'm on your side of it.
yeah, you're on the other end, right?
And I ain't even getting in my set of questions yet. I'm just waiting for him to do
asking the questions. So when people ask questions about today's music, I mean, I'm not. The thing is, you know what? On my show, I often ask the old school artists the same question, and they always give the respectable answer that an artist is supposed to give. I don't have to do that because I'm not an artist, so I keep it official. I don't like the music that's out today. The singers can't sing, the rappers can't rap, none of them.
Especially like Toni Braxton. Nobody's singing like
No, I mean, no, not Toni.
Nah, nobody's singing like her.
Nobody's singing like Toni. But I mean, I'm not talking about when old school artists, I have to use that term, veteran artists release new music. But the artists of today, and there are exceptions, Natalie Imani is a phenomenal singer. She actually over the weekend opened up for Cardi B on Saturday Night Live, and I mean, shout out to you, Natalie. I love her. She's been on my show. She's a great vocalist. She sings on the road with what's the brother's name? The singer. Oh my God, I forgot his name. The singer, great singer, R&B singer. I forgot his name. But anyway, she sings backup for him a lot. Not Kenny, but I can't believe I can't remember this brother's name. He's huge. But anyway, the fact that she opened up for Cardi B and she posted on
Maxwell?
No, not close though. Close. No. I'll figure it out when it's probably too late. But I salute her. But I'm not a Cardi B fan at all. And that's putting it very. That is putting it lightly.
Take a second to check it out.
I'm not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. I am.
So you strictly 90s?
For the most part, 80s, 90s. But let me just say this, because I get a lot of people, oh, you don't give new music a chance. I like good music, period. So you have a lot of artists, like I said, Natalie Imani, Jaquay, Jennifer. These are up-and-coming artists. Jennifer is from Chicago, but she lives in New York. Fantastic artists that can perform with a live band. They can sing, they can rap. I'm just not with the whole bandwagon thing. Just because, you're getting Grammy nominations and you're doing this and that. If you're lyrically garbage, then you're not getting my support. And I know a lot of people talking about Cardi's album, and I can't.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, you as a tastemaker, you have the right, that's part of being a tastemaker.
Right.
The original way of being a tastemaker. You have to like what you play.
And you know what it is? It has, for me, with Cardi B anyway, it has a lot to do. I'm a writer. So as a writer, I can't really. There are exceptions, but not too many. The music that I listen to, I need it to be articulate. I need it to be poetic. It doesn't always have to be spanking clean, but it has to tell a story. You have to have some kind of. If you're a rapper, be a rapper. Like for example, Little Kim. I love Little Kim. What's the difference? Is that she was able to tell a story. First of all, she had flow. Yeah. I don't think Cardi has any flow. It's just I could do that. But she's telling a story, whether you like what she's talking about or not, she's telling a story. I don't, that Boardwalk Yellow or whatever the hell that song was, I just like, come on, you can't be kidding me. Now, but as far as the business is concerned, it's different. People are not even getting record deals anymore.
Yeah. People, you can make your own money now.
Yeah, I mean
Spotify, what I'm saying, iTunes now. If you hot right now, it don't even make a sense to have a record deal.
No. It's I think it's two-sided. A lot of artists have gone independent. Kima from Total is doing fantastic with her new single "Love Me."
Yeah, I like that song. That song is hot too.
Norm and Julia are doing very well with their second single. Julia is actually working on her second album. As we speak, and Norman and Julia are working on a project that if I mentioned it, they would shoot me.
Body Rush was a real big song. It did its thing. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, the business today has a good and a bad. You don't have the control of the label. The artists are not controlled by the labels as they once were, but you also don't have the support, the tour support, and And in the industry, like I miss the days, brother, when I could go to Tower Records on Tuesdays and the new Guy record was out and the new Key Sweat record was out and I had to choose what I was gonna buy.
So, you just go. I miss the days when you could just go in front of the Wiz and just stand there and listen to the hottest song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like that too. I'm really 90s, but sometimes I do like giving new artists a shot, so I give a chance to listen to them. The Tekashi guy, he has a lot of drama. I don't like the drama behind him, but I like the hype behind him because we haven't had hype on the artists. When the artists come out and they so hot, like when Onyx came out. Onyx, they had a good gimmick behind them. Even though his gimmick may not be the most positive, but
that's true.
He got the formula to make everybody talking about him.
I mean, let's talk about of all of the recording artists that I can think of. I think when it comes to the artist that, in my opinion, did it the best when it came to capitalizing on drama and gimmick is Madonna. The woman put out a book called Sex, and nobody would carry it, and as a result, everybody wanted to buy it. She had a video called Justify My Love. MTV banned it. Everybody banned it. So what happened? She said, all right, you don't want to play it on your networks. I will sell it in the stores. And it went like platinum or something. Yeah. So, I mean, artists, I don't think today's artists, not everybody, but they don't, aside from the music, because generational ears are gonna be different. I get that, but they also do not put any creativity into their art.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of them sounding the same. That's what
looking
I don't
the same.
like.
No artist development. Oh, how about this? Why do the rappers perform
with the music behind, with the words
behind it?
I can't stand that.
What?
Oh, I can't.
Why am I coming to see you? Like, what is that?
I can't stand that myself.
Come
on,
what
I'm saying? I remember back in the days when I was an artist, when I was in the group Gangs of Funk. And we was going to stuff like Barbados, Stretch Armstrong, like to audition. You used to have to audition for a show after. You couldn't pay for a show.
Exactly.
You had to go audition for them, and with CBGBs, Village Gate, Demararas. It was all those it was certain clubs that the Village Gate. It was certain clubs that was hip hop clubs.
Exactly.
And if you wanted to rock in there, you wanted to touch the stage, and it was like a lot of cats like Percy P and Legions of Doom.
And
there's a lot of those cats that was killing them on the stage, and I miss those times.
Yeah.
And now you could pay, give us a check and money order, and you could be on the show.
They get on the stage. They get on the stage with the same clothes they walk through the front door on. They rhyme to the it's the worst. It's like, who are you when you perform? Who are you performing for? Your mans in them? Or
shout out to Bo Buddy, because me and my man Bo Buddy was arguing over that one time. We was arguing about why artists do it, and I was saying, dudes,
what's the answer? Why do they do that?
I think
who told them that was hot?
They say that is better, and I don't know why.
How? You're lip syncing.
Yeah, but you see the greats still. Like I watched Melly Mel someplace the other day. He was doing The Message.
Right.
No words behind him.
Of course not.
Rocking it. You know what I'm saying? just rocking.
With a white suit on?
Yeah.
Okay.
The staging is bad. They don't put on great shows, and then they also just don't know how to market themselves.
Yeah.
They really don't. I mean, they don't. Meaning, what are you doing to make people who don't know who you are? Then you should be using that as a promotional tool.
Well, some of them using it in a negative way. You know what I mean?
Of course they do.
Because beef sells on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays you be beef with a dude 5,000 miles away from you.
Right. Right.
That you might, and they traveling to meet each other too. Some of these cats, they coming from Cali to New York to
It's a whole
New York to Cali.
different story, brother.
You know what I'm saying? They actually doing that.
I like these mics.
Okay,
yeah. My bad.
Heavy, but I like them.
My man Stu knocked it down and everything.
Yeah, I'm not used to being at the end.
Okay, now that Stu talked about
Russ got
everything
some
around
questions.
the world and everything.
Can I drink my Snapple for this?
Okay, go ahead, no problem.
Okay.
I thought you had it up here for promotion.
Oh, hell no. They're not paying me.
Okay, cool, no problem.
It's Russ
now
turn,
that you
y'all.
done did all of that and you became vice president of a media and everything and you know everything about marketing.
Well, not everything, but
You got a lot going.
I got a little education.
Yeah, you got a lot going.
Thank you, brother.
How did you tie everything into this to get down a book, to get a play going and everything? Because, you've been a long way. You came from radio. You worked at certain stations. Like, I wanted to ask you, how was it working over at 105? You understand what I'm saying? And, you've been up that ladder, and now that you got everything and you did so much, and you just got everything tied in with the book and the play now. How is it?
105 was interesting. I got that job when I turned 30, 2002. And it was interesting because I applied for 105 when they were a R&B old school station. Remember, before they were a hip-hop station, there was an old school station.
Yes.
Carol Ford was on the station and stuff like that. Yeah. And that was my station at the time. So I applied, I had an inside hookup that, got me the interview or whatever. They actually didn't call me for months. They called me once they turned their format into hip-hop. And I remember them calling me and saying, Mr. Singleton, we're calling you about your interview, which had happened months earlier. I thought they forgot about me.
Yeah.
It was like, would you still like the job? And I'm thinking, I wouldn't give a damn if you were country. Yeah, I want the job as a paycheck. But what's funny? Once I got the job, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm in New York City. I got a job at a big radio station in the promotions department. I've got my dream job. I actually hated the job.
Wow.
Yeah, because now remember when I was I don't listen to 105, no disrespect, but I mean that was when Ed Lover, Dr. Dre
was there. The power, they just came from the power stations, right?
Yeah, it was Lisa G and Flavor Flav was doing the weather. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Flav was doing the weather, so they had just started. And
that's when your man was over there with the puppet noise and everything, and I was doing that time.
Big Tigger was there.
Yeah.
No, my cousin, he had the promo, the Arab promo. When they used to have the promos things.
Oh, when they was just doing the promo.
Doing the promo. He got the number one promo, the HOT with the Arab guy around him.
It was, you know what it was, man? It was I got to see the a different side of radio because I had worked for record labels for years, and I got to see the politics of it and the power structure, how the sales department was worshipped, and then the talent was worshipped, and then we in the promotion department who really made sure that people knew who the hell Power 105 was. We got like lowballed all the time. I remember, I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah.
But this one of the on-air personalities, there were several actually, but this is the one in particular. Like I remember we did an event up in Westchester County, and he asked me to get him like a bottle of water or something like that, like real condescending. I'm like, brother, you get paid more than me, but my check and your check say the same damn thing. No, get your intern to do that. I'm not doing that. But that's how it was, man. And it was just, I didn't feel like Power 105, if this is what radio really was about, I was like, yeah, I got into the wrong game. You know what I mean? And it was also the thing where, I don't know if I should say this, but like Power 105 is a clear channel station. And the other clear channel stations used to look down on Power 105. So in effect, when Clear Channel had like the big Clear Channel events, we were treated like the black sheep of the conglomerate. Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. And the other thing I have to be honest with you was having white folk from Long Island and North Jersey telling us how to promote a hip hop station. Yeah, go to Times Square. And,
when they doing a Z100 station.
Exactly. They wanted us to go to Times Square to promote the station. I'm like, yo, nobody from New York City goes to Times Square. You know, we need to be going to 125th, Fordham Road, Jamaica Ave.
Go to Times
Jamaica Boulevard.
They wasn't trying to hear that.
That's right.
We don't want our vans vandalized. I'm like, well, you should be running the hip hop station. So the Power 105.
So you used to run the trucks? You used to be driving the trucks and all that?
Yeah. And so it was like, at one event on South Street Seaport, I met Wyclef, and Wyclef had some clothes on that I really liked. He introduced me to the designer. I actually left Power 105 to take the job as the promotion director for the designer. I realized that working independently was kind of better for me because I could be a little bit more creative, and so. But I mean,
the AIDS awareness when you did more independent stuff.
Exactly, I was able to do stuff for cancer and stop the violence and AIDS awareness and stuff like that. So how did I pull everything together? Networking. You two brothers know better than anybody else that it's all about who you know in this business. It's about building relationships and solidifying relationships and keeping those relationships.
Building links.
And for me, being real about the relationship. That's not common in the game. You know that.
Yes.
But for me, I kind of feel I come from a time when my ability to keep relationships with Maria Davis, with Kim Ferguson, with this person, with that person, that's how I got jobs. It had nothing to do with a resume. It had everything to do with, I like you, Keri. I think I want to give you a shot, and let's see what happens. And so to this day, I feel like when I build relationships with other radio personalities like yourselves or whoever, those are important to me. Those relationships are not just fleeting. If your radio show ended tomorrow, I still want to call up and see how you're doing. But that's not how the game is entirely.
Okay, so when I want to talk about the movie now.
Okay.
When you do the movie now and you promoting the movie now, is it more harder to promote the movie? Because we done did a movie too. Is it hard to promote the movie, or is it more harder to promote the book? Or you promote them both together as one big single package?
Okay, so the film is called Live to Tell My Story. It's a documentary about me. And people are like, well, why the hell would you make, I'm not Roxanne Shante, I'm not New Edition. But the thing is that I wanted to do a film, at its core, is to inspire other people, particularly young black men, that just because you've fallen off the wagon in life, whether it's you went to rehab for drugs or whether you're homeless or whether you went to prison, whatever obstacle, you befell, or I don't think I worded that right, but leave me alone, Norm, because I know he's watching.
It's okay.
Whatever obstacle got in your way, that's not the end. That's not the end of your story. You can still, whatever it is that you want to do in life, whether it be go to college, you can still do that, because a lot of people like myself who went to prison were taught that this is it. Even if you do go home, you're either coming back or you're gonna
be in a cycle.
Yeah. And I was like, nah, everybody ain't like that. That's not everybody's journey. Everybody doesn't have to be like that. So, I really wanted to go into the jails, and I spoke to different programs around the city. I really want to go to Rikers or go to the prisons and talk to people and inspire them. But there's a lot of politics involved in that, whatever. So I decided, let me just put this film together. Let people hear the "You Can Do It Too" story from a person that's not a celebrity. That was the whole premise behind that. The other thing was I wanted to kickstart the promotion of my second book, Idol, and I figured let's do that together. So when I do book tours, I can show the film, and so the film is not technically finished.
All right.
We ran into a couple of production snags or whatever. We did debut it up in Boston, but it's being
That's why I thought it was out.
Well, yeah, a lot of people, it's supposed to be out. Yeah, it's supposed to be, but we ran into a couple of production snags, and I just felt like the response in Boston was great, though. I decided to do it where I was from, and the bookstore I did my first book signing. Great response, but I felt there was some things that needed to be tweaked and fixed, and before we re-show it and put it to the masses.
So tell us a little bit about this book, because there's a lot of butt whipping, double crossing, a lot of sex.
Don't give it all away.
Going on with this book. Tell us a little bit about this book.
So Idol is my second book, and it.
What's your first book?
The first book is called The Wanderer's Game. That's the book that actually became a Broadway play.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first one.
All right.
So Idol is my second book, came out in 2016. It's about the music game. It takes us back to the 1990s when we used to go to the Wiz and get the records, and when the artists could sing and dance and did the big concerts and all that other stuff. So the Renee Starr is this fictitious recording artist. I guess she would be Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, all those great big things rolled up into one and more. She's a superstar whose boyfriend is also her manager. He's also abusive. So she's dealing with an abusive relationship in order to continue with her career. She's afraid if she gets rid of him, then her career will suffer. So she does an autograph signing session in her hometown of Philadelphia. The president of her fan club is a young kid from North Philly who falls in love with her. They end up basically sleeping around. And she pretty much takes him on tour on the DL. In other words, she's going from city to city. She calls the young boy up, flies him out, gives him some. Yeah.
And live a dangerous life.
Right. And so it's like a lover's triangle, and the boyfriend's kind of like, hey.
You want to turn it into a movie?
I would love for somebody to legitimately want to turn it into a movie. I say that because there's been several offers for the Wanderer's Game to have that first book of mine made into a movie, but nothing has.
Now, when you made it a play, you made it yourself?
No.
Somebody picked it up?
Alve Alexander, shout out to her. She's a playwright, model, designer. She does everything. You're going to meet her on the 14th. She's great. She's from Houston. And she actually tapped me on the shoulder at one of my events, and she asked me, she said, would you be interested in me turning your book into a play? And I was like, what? Of course. So she wrote the script. That's her. It's based on my book, and the storyline is pretty much the same storyline, but she wrote the script. She got the actors and actresses. She trained them. They learned their lines, and it was not off Broadway. It was on Broadway. So that was a fabulous feeling. To have my mom and all my family and friends, and it was sold out. And that's actually where Julia and Norm met each other, because Julia Robertson had a role in the play, and Norm, I think one of his songs was played while the play was during its intermission or whatever. At any rate, that's where the magic of Body was.
And now, they probably almost done an album now, right? By now, right?
They got something big coming. I can't.
Did I see that in the studio now?
I want to snitch, but that would
you you got to leak it here.
I can't, because they're both watching. I can't do that.
Don't leak it. Okay, now tell us about what you got going on this Saturday. Deeb, do you see the picture that I emailed you? You posted it up? Okay, thank you. I didn't see it on the screen.
So actually, I just came from Nabe Harlem.
Yes.
That restaurant is so beautiful, man. It's on Frederick Douglass Boulevard, 8th Avenue, for those of us that know better.
Yes.
At the corner of 127th Street, right across from the St. Nicholas houses, which is where Teddy Riley.
Ain't that the old barbecue?
Nah, it wasn't that we sat there. We went there that time, me and you.
It's actually Japanese soul food.
So yeah.
Very nice.
They got some nice shrimp in there.
Yeah, their food is delicious and moderately priced. And I'm not saying this because I'm throwing a commercial, but I think the most expensive meal is like $10.
Yes,
it's really good.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful restaurant. It has 2 floors. This Saturday, April 14th, we'll be celebrating the 5th anniversary of the Keri's Corner radio show. 5 years on the air. Technically, April 1st, 2013 is when we first aired. So. But we're having a big party.
And it's a weekly show.
Yeah, we come on every week. Yep.
New York, L.A.,
Philly, and London.
Yeah.
So
that's major.
So we it's not really all about myself and my staff. That we decided this year, for this 5-year milestone, we basically want to use this opportunity to embrace all of our supporters. So yes, it's our anniversary, but the party is basically to get all of those who have supported us together, and let's all have a great time together and network.
I do want to ask for a small favor for, the guy that's next to you.
Right on the air.
That night, I'm really not trying to work that night, so I am trying to ask, like, no cameras come that night, because I do want to drink that night.
No cameras on you?
No, see, I'll be wanting to bring cameras some places.
I get stuck with the camera crew.
He the cameraman.
I get stuck with the one doing the interviews and everything.
Because I like to walk around and talk to people.
One night off, you understand what I'm saying? Because I want to enjoy myself and eat some chicken wings and have a good time.
I don't know if that would be the right night.
So
there's gonna be a lot of VIPs in the building.
Okay.
You're right. Nothing wrong with networking, but I don't need to network all the time with a mic in their face.
So you know what you should do?
I gotta always be like,
you know what you should do?
Can't be.
You gotta,
hey, ain't this some good 70s
Hennessy?
You supposed to twirl it like this.
There you go.
Yeah, I want.
See, that's the type of party you put the one right here, Russ. And
because we definitely gonna have a red carpet pop, and we're gonna step and repeat, and we're encouraging the media, the press, everybody to come out. Yeah, we want you to have a good time, but you're gonna want to interview people. You want to talk. Also, one of my networks, WBNC out of Philadelphia, they're coming to do a live remote. So that's gonna be hot.
But D, you might understand what I'm saying when sometimes I have to go to these
He's
parties
looking
and
at
host
you.
these parties by myself. You understand what I'm saying, D? I'm just
D
asking
has
for
a
one
staff.
night
D can send a staff.
off. I'm just asking for one night off.
Sounds like the pot is being stirred up, but we definitely look for. We're really
what
excited.
He's saying is it's gonna be star-studded, so you gonna want to have your camera, at least a little pocket cam, just to get a little quick little interview.
Yeah. Or Stu can run around with the camera crew that day,
under
right?
the bus.
Right, D? Right, D?
You normally the most sharp-dressed guy, so you the attraction.
Exactly.
You got the suit on with the high hat.
Exactly.
Okay.
He come looking with a suit looking like Chicago. I come sporty.
You're gonna grab attention then.
Exactly.
That's
Why?
why.
But I was trying
He love it. He love running down on
Let him tell you that.
because I worked last night.
See,
Let me tell you something. He'll
I
tell you
worked
that.
This is
right?
gonna get
Last
attention
night.
right here.
Word, I worked last
He
night.
tells
Come
you
to
that,
think of
right?
it.
And then as soon as he get there, he pull like 5-6 cameras out of his own bag.
Yeah.
And then make me work. So don't let him
But I'm
fool you.
just really honored that y'all are coming, man. Like that means a lot to me. Like your show is popping, and just to be able to have our extended radio family in the building, that's gonna mean a lot to us. So whether you have the mic or not, we just want you to have a good time.
Yeah, and not only that,
Is that a
man,
Patriots hat you're wearing?
Yeah, they got their butt
y'all
kicked,
good
so
people, man.
I gotta
like,
wear it.
I like the fact y'all
it.
came out. Y'all definitely came out, man. You are a good manager, man. I'm not gonna lie,
you,
man.
brother.
Like
Thank you.
you are definitely, for all you cats that's out there looking for a manager.
I am not available.
I'm not saying he's available, but you need to get a dude with his hustle.
Thank you, bro.
If you was at an event, you seen how he was working this event, had his artists at every single thing, every single picture, you know what I'm saying? That was good work, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats need, you know what I'm saying? You definitely made sure you had them in the forefront.
But I'm not available.
And not only that, they went and did their thing. They turned it up too. So
Thank you.
It made everything that,
but
that
I'm
much
definitely
fun.
not available. Just so that we're clear, I am not available.
So I mean, being that you did a lot of promotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you feel is the difference between like the record promotion? Like, is the money different? If you promote for a record label or you promote for a radio station, who pay more?
Oh God, what? At Power 105, I don't even want to say it, but I did not get paid a lot of money at all. I mean,
Okay.
at all, not Clear Channel. No, they
Like if you had the same position at Power
Because
105,
that's a regular
and you had the same
job.
position that
At
they
a
got the
record
same
label.
positions, right? Like
in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely the record labels. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, because the
Absolutely.
record label was giving up
Yeah.
as one big
Yeah.
chunk back then.
You never thought about trying to start your own rap vans, being that you was, because you was in it with doing it for the labels, so you
Oh
easily
no,
could have
I
got
didn't
your
even.
own.
I don't even have a license. I wasn't actually doing the driving. I was
Oh,
in
you
the
just
passenger
running
seat.
or passenger seat.
Yeah, I wasn't driving. No, I
Oh.
I'm very happy riding the train. I'm telling you, I mean, I don't like the crowds and all that necessarily, but I'm a subway guy. I do not like driving. Even at best, I'm in the passenger seat, and even then, I don't really like that.
Okay.
But promotion is important. I think even in today's climate, I think artists really need to just be a little bit more creative. Step out the box. Come on, like do something different. And maybe you need to look back because the '90s was the golden era of record promotion, I think. So if anything, people need to do their homework, you know, and make sure you do have good management. And you know, if you can afford to get yourself a good publicist, because that's another thing. Yes. It bothers me when artists don't know how to speak. And part of, you know, it's not just enough to be able to rap and sing. You know, when you're doing interviews for press, media, or radio, you gotta be able to know how to talk.
I just now got something new to put to that, and get that money together and take up some acting lessons.
Oh God, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it now.
Right.
Yeah. So I want you to spend your money. That's the way I was about to spend mine. Well, not about to, because I'm already spending it.
Can't be, like they brothers and sisters, you know, particularly in the hip hop game, I want to keep it real. Well, that's just not how it works in the real world. Do you want to be hood famous, or do you want to be a real success? And if you do, you really need a publicist or somebody to teach you how to be an artist.
And one thing, like right now, y'all see that I have no shades on, but usually
for the first time,
shades on.
Hot shades.
Usually I have shades on, and I have shades on this show. So when we are doing stirring up the pot, they jump on me and they be like, "Yo, my man, that is something totally different. You cannot wear no shades. You have to have your face shown and everything." So, you know, that's the difference with doing one thing to another.
Right.
I was kind of shy when
the first time.
I was kind of shy.
I can't tell.
Because, you know, like, I was the cameraman.
Right,
I was the cameraman. Exactly. So, you know, and then
now he's the man. Now he's Russ.
I get
he's dancing in the street.
Because I was always behind the scenes. I mean, when I worked for the record labels and the radio stations, I was in the promotion department. When I was working with artists, I was the manager. You know, all of this being up front with the book and the film and the radio show, like this is, I mean, it's 5 years old now, but I mean, I had to learn how to, you know, one of the things I had to learn, you know, we as black people, we think is, every time we take a picture, we want to get that Rikers pose. My mother gave me some good advice. She said, you know, you should smile more. I was like, nah, I don't want to smile in my pictures. But when you smile, your face looks very different. And when you're in the industry, and particularly when you're taking pictures with other people, I feel like you should always smile, because especially if they're your supporters or your fans, if you're giving that Rikers grill, you know, the person that's taking the picture with you wants to feel like, you know, they're having a good time with you. Yeah. And so I always smile in all of my pictures now, and that's one of the things that I learned. I had to learn that, you know, even when I'm pissed off, I gotta smile as soon as the camera's on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you know.
So man, we're gonna see you the 14th.
April 14th.
We're going to see you the 29th at our Point.
Absolutely. Now, I got to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Is it going to be fried chicken?
Oh, you know, we always got the good food.
Yeah. I can't tell you nothing about the food. He controls all of that.
Yeah, you know, we always have the good food.
He controls all of that.
You all have some really classy events. I brought my mother to the Valentine's Day event, the Sip and Chat.
Thank you.
She... If I'm not mistaken,
she was cutting the rug.
She's the only person that was on the rug.
She was cutting the rug.
Yes.
Her and Norm, they was cutting the rug.
Yeah, my mother loves to dance. She and Norm were getting it in on the dance floor, and she had a great time. Y'all put on some really classy
Thank
events.
you, man.
Thank you, man. I can't wait till
man, I appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Keri Singleton.
This is from
thank you,
the
brother.
man.
Thank you. Very nice shirt.
Word up.
Yes,
D, give me that Austin video and... All right, go with that. Right. Go with that, and then we'll get Austin up on the phone right now.
You can play that Ray Russ.
I got a video.
I just not sent it to
Which
him.
video? Not the music video that I did in 1992.
Whatever you sent me.
I'm just kidding. It ain't that one.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Live to tell my story.
So I always felt like everybody across the world has a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. So now I'm about to tell mine. You can call this Live to Tell my story. I'm always talking about other people's journeys and careers. So here I am, Keri D. Singleton, talking about my story. Live to tell my story.
Live to tell my story.
So I always felt like everybody across the world has a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. So now I'm about to tell mine. You could call this Live to Tell my story. I'm always talking about other people's journeys and careers. So here I am, Keri D. Singleton, talking about my story. Live to tell my story.
Live to tell my story.
What's good, New York? Anytime I'm in the area, myself, Ray Russ, the R&B crooner, I'm always gonna stop by and talk to my family, the Russ and Stu Show. Let me talk to you for a minute. Shit. Talk to me, how you feel? Are you alone? Can you chill? Do you mind if you and I can spend a little time? Not at the bar, in my car, at the park, after dark, yeah. Cause I want so much more from you. Cause I believe, yeah, it's meant to be me and you. And I can see so many things we can do. How can we, talk about love in the middle of the club while we sipping on bub, yeah. Cause I want so much more from you. And another one steals my heart, yeah. Man, I really think I found my baby. The one that stole my heart. And I can't leave here without my baby. I think I found the one for me. So let's go together. Let's take it back like it's our sweet 16. Hang with me on the red to ease your mind. You keep it safe. I want your thoughts, I want your soul. So baby, you can keep control. Cause I want to show you, girl, I'm not the type to lead you on for the night. I want so much more from you. Yeah. It's meant to be me and you, girl. And I can see, so many things we can do. How can we talk about love in the middle of the club while we sipping on bub? I want so much more from you, girl. And another one steals my heart. Man, I really think I found my baby. The one that stole my heart. And I can't leave here without my baby. I think I found the one for me. So let's go together. Let's take it back like it's our sweet 16. How many times have you had a man to tell you lies? How many ways have you gave your heart and you don't know why? What do I say to convince you I'm not like the rest? I got some qualities that you never say. I'm the best. And another one steals my heart. Ooh, man, I really think I found my baby. You're the one that stole my heart. And I can't leave here without my baby. I think I found the one for me. So let's go.
Real Deal FM, New York's finest.
It's our sweet 16. Another one steals my heart. Another man, I really think I found my baby. You're the one that stole my heart. And I can't leave here without my baby. I think I found the one for me. My baby, so let's go together. Let's take it back like it's our sweet 16. Think I found the one for me. Yeah.
You see me, Funk Flex, The Matrix, we in that Bronx, that BX. I mean, act like you know it, act like you want it, okay? Holla.
You know you got a couple Real seconds Deal to make a strong first impression New York's of your finest.
Oh, yes. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Russ and Stu. You understand what I'm saying? That was a fine hour that we just now did, and I want to thank everybody over at, what's the name?
At the Real Deal FM. That's what you're talking about?
That's right.
That's what we talking about. Thank everybody on 92.9. Yo, we get ready to sign off. Yo, me and my man Russ, Big Brother. Every second and fourth Tuesday, we'll be on it. We'll be rocking. You can listen to us on the FM dial. That's what's up. You like that?
Yes, I did.
Give me a pound on that.
All right,
That's
cool.
my man. We want to thank my man, Keri D. Singleton, man. Great interview. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we're going to be there April 14th. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out his show, Keri's Corners. Definitely doing that. He's a worldwide, you know what I mean? So on that note, man, I guess what we're going to do, we're going to
sign off.
All right. Well, we're going to play Sincere, man. Another R&B cat. Can we sign out to him, let him roll out, and we jump in? All right. So once again, shout out to my man Ray Rush on that joint. Number one breaks the heart. Definitely, we in the building. All right. So Russ and Stu, we in here.
What's good, y'all? This is your girl, Erin Stevenson. And when I'm in Harlem, I'm chilling with my homies, the Russ and Stu Show.
What's happening? This is the R&B lover, Sincere Grant, and I'm always listening to the Russ and Stu Show when I'm riding through Harlem. So keep it locked right here. I've been tossing out buttons, have turned all night. Wait until I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage. And you can tell I throw stacks, cause the logo's on my hat, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage. I got this money in my pockets, looking for the one that's gon' drop it. I'm talking shit that make a man move his ring to his other hand when she dances, she pop it. Yeah, watch the way she wiggle and stop it. Climb the pole, touch the ceiling and drop it. Yeah, thinking that's a stack right there. Go work that thing over here, and I'm gon' stare. Stop it with the ducats, eating over here, so she really like it. Hop around here, looking all you see is bread. But look at you go, girl, you gon' get ahead, cause you do it so well. Go get the money, pockets on swell, girl, come get the money. Waiting on you, like you was the money. Pockets just burning, stuff full of harness. I've been tossing out ones, have turned all night. Wait until I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage. And you can tell I throw stacks, cause the logo's on my hat, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage. Baby got a body like a rocket, so you know I'm about to empty my pockets. Hey now, it ain't tricking if you got it. What you say? Strip club is the club, how we rockin'. Looking over, thinking they can top it. Stacks over here, over there, what you dropping? And fool, she would never try to stop it. She get money while I never knock it. Big fine thoroughbred and some stockings. Reason why my mama wouldn't let me out of pocket. I stop it and she say, boy, stop it. But she just frontin' cause she hit me in the lobby. When she give me lap dance, felt the grab when she drop it. Grab when she drop it, throw my cash when she drop it, And I know you can last, don't stop it. Do it fast, don't stop it. Throw my cash when you drop it, I've been tossing out ones, have turned all night. Wait until I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage. And you can tell I throw stacks, cause the logo's on my hat, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage. Girl, you know you can get whatever you want. Just keep doing what you came to do, and we gon' roll out what you pay your dues. Ain't no need to complicate it, girl, I've been waiting for you. And I know you see, you know this cake, but this ain't Nathan, it's true. Bust it down like a brick, then I taste what's in it. I can't be bending, cause my minute. You say you can't take it and you want me to finish, but this shit fine, I'm loving every minute. Baby, do your thing, let me know you ain't playing it. You got that action, no acting. Baby, got a that'll make it go up, and I got cash that'll make him throw up. So make it go up. Tossing out ones, have turned all night. Wait until I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage. What up? This is the R&B lover, Sincere Grant, and I'm always rocking with DJ Willie Hayes. So keep it locked right here. My shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage.
The Matrix Radio Vision Live with DWI, live from the BXNY.
Yes. Welcome back to the Russ and Stu Show.
Ow.
Definitely welcome back to the Russ and Stu Show. That
Something was going
nice,
crazy. Yeah, that was a nice interview, nice show, nice interview. I love that. We're supposed to have somebody else in the building today, right?
Yeah, man. We're supposed to be having my man Austin
Eldridge.
That's right, in the building.
Yeah,
you
he's
know
definitely
what I'm saying?
doing
If I'm not mistaken, I believe we already got him on air right now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, family? What's going on? How you doing, man?
Thank you for coming, man. You definitely blowing up. You making a lot of moves, man. You killing these singles, man. Now, man, let them know where you coming from and let them know how long you been in the game. Now, for somebody who just kind of really just started, you kind of making a big impact, man. What's your secret?
Okay, I heard a lot of people saying that you giving that man Justin a little run for his money. How do you feel that they already comparing you to him already? How do that feel? Mm-hmm.
No doubt. You got a few hot joints, man. Where you get the ladies from, man? Who getting you the ladies? Dom getting you them ladies in them videos, man? Now, I mean, Russ wanted me to ask you about it because you had one video. We was like, oh, son got it going on right here. Now, who are some of the people who influenced you? I just said.
New music on DSN Radio. Check us out on the MatrixStudiosNetwork.com.
We sorry
about that, but go on.
That's what's up. Now I see that you wanna, you wanna bring a diverse audience to your music. You wanna bring everybody together with your music, man. How has that been? Like when you go to shows, do you be seeing like that's working for you? Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Now you got the joint Pretend, man. What's the inspiration for that song? All right. So I want to get into that joint, D. We got that Pretend joint. All right. So we got my man Austin Eldridge in the building. Young ladies in the building. We're going to get into that Pretend joint because y'all be pretending. You know what I mean?
On the Russ.
Like the homie said. All right. Let's do it. We'll be right back with more.
Baby, stop lying. Have another drink from the bar, baby. I'm buying. Getting down the feeling till we both faded. Or you gon' keep us both waiting. I know you been getting what you want, baby. You don't gotta fake it, baby. I know you want more. I'ma give you something you ain't never had before. Yeah. Quit acting like you're satisfied. You ain't gotta pretend no more. Love gives you something you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel. You ain't gotta pretend no more. Life's too short to fake it. Pretend no more. You ain't gotta pretend no more. First I'ma look you in your eyes and I'ma kiss you on your forehead. When I'm done you won't wanna go nowhere. I'ma work my way down, down, down. Then I'ma move my tongue around, round, round. After I'm finished with your lips, you know I'ma kiss that bottom set between your hips. That's how it goes when you dealing with a real R&B singer. If you lucky tomorrow we'll do it again. I know that you want it, ain't gotta pretend. Gotta pretend no more. Love gives you something you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel. Ain't gotta pretend no more. Life's too short to fake it. No more. Ain't gotta pretend 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 no more. Love gives you something you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel. Ain't gotta pretend no more. Life's too short to fake it. Ain't gotta pretend no more. Something you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel. Ain't gotta pretend no more. Life's too short to fake it. Ain't gotta pretend no more. Ain't gotta pretend no more. Ain't gotta pretend no more.
Ow, ow, ow,
ow,
yeah.
Ow. Yo, Austin.
That's hot.
That was hot right there, man.
You got us in here bouncing, son. All right. Well, we got the Gucci Down, I Drip, right? That's the joint you talking about? Oh yeah, we're gonna play that tonight. We got that. We definitely got that. We just easing through the joints right now. You know what I mean? Now, let me ask you something. Now, being the newest hip hop sensation in Southern California, man, how's that going for you, man? Has things changed when you walk the streets? Now, I see you hooked up with Problem on that song Savage, man. What was the inspiration and how did y'all come up, how did y'all two decide to come together and do a song? No doubt. Now, the Gucci, the single joint we get ready to get into, because I'm going to play the Savage joint later, but I'm going to drop the Gucci Down, I Drip. Like, what was that whole inspiration too? What made you write that joint? All right.
Okay.
So with that being said, D, I definitely want to get into that Gucci joint. We in the building.
Russ and Stu. What's your man, Austin?
I'ma pull up in Casserole. You ain't got no cash, you saw. Wake up, sit that new car.
Okay.
Dip it up like calamari. Hold on, a savage, you average, I'm sorry. Give bitch back too much baggage, I don't want it. Too many cash, living lavish, big pockets. 100 carat, flew in from Paris. All she want is someone to make her feel young. All these bills up in my system make me feel numb.
New music on DSN Radio. Check us out on the MatrixStudiosNetwork.com. DaMatrixStudiosNetwork.com. Or on the TuneIn app. We're bringing you the most influential artists in the world.
I'ma pull up in Casserole. You ain't got no cash, you saw. Wake up, sit that new car. Dip it up like calamari. Hold on, a savage, you average, I'm sorry. Give bitch back too much baggage, I don't want it. Too many cash, living lavish, big pockets. 100 carat, flew in from Paris. All she want is someone to make her feel young. All these bills up in my system make me feel numb. Shorty blowing up my phone, she need a real one. All these bitches in my crib about to go down. Gucci down, I drip, rich and Millie whip. Your shit is counterfeit. I might just stay your bitch, fuck your relationship. Gucci down, I drip, Gucci down, I drip, rich and Millie whip. Your shit is counterfeit. I might just stay your bitch, fuck your relationship. Gucci down, I drip, 50 million down on a mansion. Break a bitch down and she dancing. Beat the pussy up, don't dance it. Gucci down, I drip. But I'm a savage, you average, I'm sorry. Give it bad, too much baggage, I don't want it. Too many cats living lavish, big pockets. 100 carat, flew it in from Paris. All she wanted someone to make her feel young. All these pills up in my system make me feel numb. Shorty blowing up my phone, she need a real one. All these bitches in my crib about to go dumb. Gucci down, I drip, rich and Millie rip. Your shit is kinda fit. I might just take your bitch, fuck your relationship. Gucci down, I drip, Gucci down, I drip, rich and Millie rip. Your shit is kinda fit. I might just take your bitch, fuck your relationship. Gucci down, I drip. Gucci down, I drip.
Hey, what's good, New York? Anytime I'm in the area.
That's another hot joint right there, fam. Now, if you could work with somebody right now that's out there right now, who would you want to work with? Producer or artist? Yeah. That's what's up. Now, Russell want to know, like, if you coming to New York, you got any shows that you come and do that, we could come hang out with you at? Oh, all right. So when you do, you got to make sure you stop in Harlem, man. You got to come through.
Word, come through. We'll feed you everything, babe.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, if there's anything out there, man, that we ain't get a test the world, man, that you want to let the world know before we jump in and before we jump into that Savage video and before we let you go. That's what's up, man. Well, you definitely got a home here, Playboy, you know what I mean? Keep showing that love, man. Shout out to Dominic Natty for sending you through, man. Keep bumping, man. And like I said, man, for a cat that's only been rocking for like a year and change, man, you sure hitting the airwaves hard and making some noise, man. So keep doing what you're doing, Playboy. All right, so we're going to get into that Savage joint, man. Why don't you introduce that joint to the people and let them know who on there with you? Oh, I said, why don't you introduce that song, Savage, and let them know who on there with you? Definitely. Cat's definitely no problem. He's definitely doing his thing on the waves. So, yo, man, thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you, man. That's what's up. We in the building, the Russ and Stu Show.
Come my way, girl, I know you can resist me. Don't be ashamed, girl, I know I'm fucking tempting. All you wanna do is fuck around, get busy. All you wanna do is fuck around with me. Come my way, girl, I'm gonna let you have it. We can stay or play, baby, I'm gonna make it happen. All you wanna do is fuck around, get busy. All you wanna do is fuck around with me. And I know you're trying. You can't stay away, no, you can't fight it. I know you try to hide it, but you can't ride it. You
What? Chachi on a mission, out here to fulfill the vision. So I don't have time to give you what you deserve. So soon as I get finished, grab some weed and grab some drink. I'll bang your line and be like, I'm about to come over. I'm a savage.
Baby girl, you know me, I'm a savage. Baby girl, you know that I'm the baddest. Way I got you look like you ain't not it. Ooh, ooh, I know you gotta have it. Baby girl, you know me, I'm a savage. Baby girl, you know that I'm the baddest. Way I got you look like you ain't not it. Ooh, ooh, I know you gotta. Yeah, I know you can't resist me. Only see each other when we high, are we tipsy? I can see a problem in your future like a gypsy. Right before I go down, I ask that pussy, do it miss me? Baby girl, you know me, I'm a savage. Baby girl, you know that I'm the baddest. Way I got you look like you ain't not it. Ooh, ooh, I know you gotta. Baby girl, you know me, I'm a savage. Baby girl, you know that I'm the baddest. Way I got you look like you ain't not it. Ooh, ooh, I know you gotta have
The Matrix Radio Vision Live, where the unsigned and independent artist gets to shine.
Well, you can play all our songs that you got there. You know? Russell, well, you bringing me, what's up? Russell stepped off the set for a second. I'm back by myself. I just want to say to y'all, man, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to give y'all a little hot hip-hop session right now, play some music. Make sure y'all tune in to us, you know what I'm saying, on Tuesdays. Every second and fourth Tuesdays, 92 FM on your FM dial, 7 p.m. I said the time wrong. 7 p.m. So if you driving on the crossway, you trying to get through, you going on the Thrice Neck, you doing whatever, George Washington, any of them joints, whatever. Holla at us, man. Holla at us on there, man. Listen to us, man. Give us some love, man. We in the building. We on the radio. We on TV. We on Amazon. We on Netflix. We all over. Show us some love, man. We in the building. Got anything to say?
I don't got nothing to say.
June 29th.
And I want to thank everybody for showing love and thank everybody that came to the show. I want to thank my man Keri Singleton. And I want to thank my man Austin Eldridge.
Yes. Great interview.
I want to thank y'all for being on the show. And love y'all. Good night.
All right. Bye. So we're going to go out with a little bit of music. We're going to let y'all. Oh, hold up. Donald Trump sucks. We usually talk about Donald Trump. They be waiting for us to talk about Donald Trump. But today we're going to cool off for him today. We're going to come back.
Happy belated birthday to Martin Luther King.
Yes.
Word.
Happy belated birthday to Martin Luther King. Rest in peace to all of those that we lost.
Yes.
And rest in peace. A lot of people lost. We all lost a lot of family this month. It's been a rough month for all of us, man. Rest in peace, to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And for all of those, man, that tune in, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. God bless and have a good night.
Word up.
It was good, New York. Anytime I'm in the area, myself, Ray Rush, the R&B crooner, I'm always gonna stop by and talk to my family. The Russ and Stu Show.
Let me talk to you for a minute. Shit. Talk to me, how you feel? Are you alone? can we chill? Do you mind if you and I can we spend a little time? Not at the bar, in my car, at the park, after dark, yeah. Cause I want so much more from you. Cause I believe, yeah, it's meant to be me and you. And I can see so many things we can do. How can we, yeah, talk about love in the middle of the club while we sipping on bub, yeah. Cause I want so much more from you. And another one steals my heart, yeah. Man, I really think I found my baby. The one that stole my heart. And I can't leave here without my baby. I think I found the one for me. So let's get together. Let's take it back like it's our sweet 16. Hang with me on the red to ease your mind. You keep it sad. I want your thoughts, I want your soul. So baby, you can keep control. I want to show you, girl, I'm not the type to lead you on for the night. I want so much more from you. Yeah. It's meant to be me and you, girl. And I can see, yeah, so many things we can do. How can we talk about love in the middle of the club while we sipping on bud?